Yesterday it was that warm. I was just walking around in a pair of board shorts. Today, as you can see out to sea, the wind is up. It's blowing maybe 30 to 40 k's an hour, and it's bringing in a lot of cold weather. So stick around and I'll give you a tour of Brooms Head in windy conditions with where is it? Storm clouds about to come through. And look over there, you can actually see a bushfire. The rurals just came through here and they've started the bushfire. So let's do our tour of Brooms Head. So straight in front we've got the terns. Just down here, the terns and the seagulls hiding from the breeze. That's how windy it is. I won't go down there and upset them. I'll go around them. So I don't know if you can see or not, but we're going to walk out around this base of the headland. I hope you can hear me with this wind. We're going to go up these stairs, we'll go around the top of the headland, and I'll show you all around Brooms Head. At the moment I'm staying here with my daughter. We're just down here for 4 days. I'm on holidays and she's got a couple of days off work, so we come down here and let's head down on the beach. So we're well clear of the birds now, so they don't have to take off for no reason. Make my way through the rocks, and just let me know if you can't hear me because of the wind blowing away the audio. That wind chill, I reckon it's brought the temperature down to about 12-13 degrees. So hello Daniel. Hi El Chicapara. Enjoy the baby. Well, this wind is quite strong. You can see just on the top of the water how much that's moving. Yes, thank you. Just let me know if you can't hear the audio. And we're just looking out to the rocks at the north end of Brooms Head. Right over in the background you can see that headland down there, and that is Yamba. I'm actually at Brooms Head, so that's just south of Yamba on the north coast of New South Wales. So yesterday was that warm here. I was just walking around in a pair of board shorts, and today it's about 13 degrees I'd say with that wind chill, and yes, it is windy. So that there is a fish cleaning table, so when people come in on their boats they can clean the fish there. That's why the birds hang around. There are usually 7 pelicans that live around here. I don't know where they are today, but if you look down there you can actually see a bushfire down there. Hi Mammy, new subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. Everybody else, while you're here, if you're liking what you see, please consider subscribing and stay with me while I give you this quick tour of Brooms Head. So this is the caravan park. There's no school holiday, so there's no people around at the moment. Love the sky, yes. It's a very stormy sky, and I think the firefighters will be happy if that puts out a bit of rain and puts the fire out for them. Hello to Missouri. You'd rather be watching anime. Oh well. Everyone to their own. What's your name? Fifi Pelly. But this is live from Brooms Head on the north coast of New South Wales, Australia. Hi, Kind Bluey, Reel and Rifle Adventures, live in Georgia, beautiful. Time here is 1:30 in the afternoon. Alright, we're walking up and let's have a look at what the wind does on the ocean. And if we're lucky with all this wind, the humpback whales actually do a lot more jumping when it's windy. Alright, we've made it up the top. I hope you can still hear me. Have a look at that. Casey, Australia, how are you? Susie, hello. Kind Bluey, lovely view, yes. Too bad for the wind. You can still down here. So, we're just behind, there we go. Hello Susie, hello Casey, Kind Bluey, hello, hello, hello. Well, we've just hopped down behind a bush here, so now you can see me, but you can see that's looking out to the north, straight out there's the north, and you can see all chop on the water. So that wind, maybe even 40 k's an hour it's blowing. So this is the windiest and the coldest it's been since I've been here. So I'll just show you what our vegetation glow. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. This is how the vegetation grows on the cliffs in Australia on the coast. It starts from the front and vegetation down there. Oh, turn. You can see here how hard it blows. See how flat it is, and then it comes back in the cool. Here we go. Sammy. The temp here is about 13 with wind chill. But you can see this is where the Aboriginals used to live. They used to get behind all this, the trees that have bent to the wind conditions, and they live behind there for a very comfortable life. Yes, it is beautiful. Thank you. Big rain's expected. Yes, I saw that. We go home tomorrow morning, so we should miss it all. So what we're going to do, we've got to the lower headland, and then we're going to go up to the top headland and have a look from up there. We'll see how long we can stay up there, but just hang with me. The view from up there is spectacular. It's looking south from Brooms Head down to what's it called? Sandon River, and that's 20 kilometres south. And it's all national park, so there's nothing built between Brooms Head and Sandon River, and the only thing at Sandon River is a caravan park, and the caravan park doesn't have proper toilets, it only has a drop toilet. So for you people in other parts of the world, it's just a hole going straight down, and you just sit on the toilet, and that's all there is. I took my wife there once, and she was dry reaching the whole time, so we never got to go back there again. Canadian military, hello, how are you? Alright, we're making our way up now. So this will take us to the top part of the headland. And as I promised, we'll look south towards Sandon River, which is 20 kilometres to the south of us. My hair's all messed up now. So we'll get a nice overview of the whole of Brooms Head from up here as well. Just to my right, there's a little township here. It looks like it's got about 15 houses. So that must be what the National Park says allowed to live here. Ooh, ouch, sharp rock. Okay, we're up the top. So there's one other person here, and she's hiding behind the car. That's how windy it is. So let's just hope my gimbal holding my phone doesn't twist. Okay, here we go. Leah, how are you? Hope you can hear me. How are you?
Keeping out of the wind.
What's that?
Keeping out of the wind.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Leah. Yes. Okay, looking south. So that is the park there on the right, and it's 20 kilometres down, right down to the end, and that's Sandon River, and that just has a caravan park there. So I might just go over towards this side so I can get out of the wind a little bit. You can see there's a little walking track just over there. I walked it yesterday while doing a live stream, but is that Normandy? No, it's Australia. But the live stream runs out. There's no internet down there, so I just have to hang around up here. We can see. I'll just take you out onto the south side. Wildflowers are out in bloom at the moment. So we'll just walk around the corner. So we'll get some. Hey, email, Leah, you're Dallas. Lovely. Might be a little bit warmer there. But as we walk down the hill, you'll see the wildflowers. All the yellow wildflowers just here in front of us, all down the hill. Andrea, how are you? I'll keep an eye on the internet, make sure I don't run out. I don't know if you can fully appreciate how hard this wind is here. You might be able to hear it in my voice, or how much I'm losing my voice from being in this breeze. But again, the last headland down there, that's Sandon River, and across the river there is mini water as well. So yes, it's very windy. In the 90s, that sounds warm, too warm. Here it's about 13 degrees Celsius, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Just walk up here, I'll give you a feel. Sounds hot in Texas, yes. How are you, Google? Yeah, so that's the view we've got. Can't see any humpbacks at the moment there. Up to Harvey Bay in Queensland for the warmer tropical waters where they mate and give birth. Just go right over on the side. Brooms Head. Well, the air's coming through quite quick at the moment. There's Jonathan Livingston Seagull. John, how are you? So we're at Brooms Head on the north coast of New South Wales. Even the seagulls having trouble holding into the breeze. It's a beautiful holiday spot just south of Yamba and just east of McLean. So I'll just come down here and hide a bit. There we go. So that's the trees I'm hiding behind now, so this is quite comfortable here. So this is nice. So let's have a look from up here. I haven't seen any humpbacks since I started the live stream. Yes, yesterday I was walking on this beach, and the beach, as I said, down to Sandon is 20 kilometres long, and there was one person. I was at the top of the headland doing the live stream, and there was one person fishing out of 20 kilometres. So it's a little bit busier in school holidays, but at the moment there's nobody around. Just the way I like it, just to be remote and see the wild Australian coastline. Yes, if you're living in Dallas, it would be bad being crowded all the time. I just went to Sydney. I just did a live stream in Sydney going across the ferry to Manly from Sydney Harbour or Circular Quay, and there was more people on that one ferry ride across than I've seen the entire time I've been, the 4 days I've been here at Brooms Head. So I'm just going to hop through this fence and I'll give you a look at this. Just a sec. Don't tell the ranger I've gone through the fence, and let's hope the cliff doesn't give way on me. But down there, that's all eroded coastline from the waves. It's amazing how much wind and waves can cause a erosion. It's actually stunning. So all this here, that's the topsoil, and the grass is getting washed away. We just had a big cyclone here, and you can see where it's been washed away, and it's down to the rock, and all that has slid down there. Mr. Pandarango, thanks for success. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so all that's washed into the ocean and gone out that way somewhere. But yeah, when people walk on it like I'm doing now, it does nothing to keep the grass and the topsoil on top of the rocks. It's just a beautiful view. Hello Janet, how are you? So I might go for another walk back down there, and I'll show you the inlet and the bay around Brooms Head. So it's a nice walk. I'm out of the breeze now, so that's quite nice. Let's keep heading down this way, and then stay tuned for the view from the lower part of the headland. At least the storm clouds have moved off a bit. But I don't know if you can see that cloud there. There's a bit of brown in the bottom of it. That's a bushfire which is happening just up the road. So I don't know if that's a a burn that they do in the winter just to get on top of how much vegetation's on the ground. So in Australia we do controlled burn-offs like that. So when summer comes, all the burnout undergrowth will reshoot, and then there's not as much fuel load on the ground to burn in summer, because our summer will get up in the mid to high 30s here, and we don't want fires burning at the temperature because it's hot for the firefighters and all the vegetation is already preheated. So burns very strong, and the fire gets up into the tops of the trees, and that's called the crown fire. And once the fire's in the crown, the fireys can't stop it. We've got to get water tankers, water bombers in, which are aeroplanes and helicopters. That's the only way we can fight those fires. Mr. Pandarango, I'm fine, thank you. And Janet, it is beautiful, isn't it? So I'm just about to hop out of the tree canopy here. There we go. Look at that view. We'll just stop here. There we go. Sorry about that. It is blowing. I think it's picked up to our 20 knots. It's blowing now. Yes, very windy here. I might turn into the breeze. So that's looking straight out into the breeze. You can see how much the trees are bending in front of me. Mr. Pandarango, thank you for being my #1 fan today. Thank you for interacting with me. I'm going to go down to this seat here, and I'll just try. Oh, I'm getting blown down the hill. Yesterday, if you haven't heard, yesterday was that warm here. I was just standing here in a pair of board shorts. Now the wind chills brought the temperature down to about 13 degrees Celsius. So for you Americans, I don't know what that is, but yeah, it is quite blustery and it is quite chilly. I've actually got a jacket on today. Sheila, how are you? Sheila Almeida. Good to see you all. Why I've got you all here, and I'm moving to the end of this. I'm going to sit down here. If you could consider subscribing, which would really help my channel out. Thank you for doing the maths. Yeah, so if you can consider subscribing, I do 3 to 4 live streams every week. I'm on holidays at the moment, so I've done 1 this morning. If you want to look back over that, I did 2 this morning because I actually went down on the cliff here on the right and I lost internet, so I had to restart it. So this will be my 3rd live stream I've done today. Sheila's from Brazil, how are you? Yeah, so if you can consider subscribing, it would really help my channel out. And let's walk out the end here and look straight down. When we get down here, we'll be able to see into the caravan park and the lagoon area. And this lagoon area is all, just a second. That's better. Just moved down the hill a little bit. So this lagoon area is all protected. There's a reef all the way around the outside here. You can actually see the waves running down the coast. So the waves actually look like a little bit of fun at the moment. So that's looking out to the north, and you can see how much wind's out there. Oh, thank you, Leah, for subscribing. So over the school holidays, if we just look down that path there, that's the laundry and the toilets block there, but down that path there, there's kids running around everywhere. It's a great spot for the kids. Fully protected water, and in the school holidays we also have lifeguards on duty. When there's no school holidays, everybody has to fend for themselves, but it's fairly safe in there. Its water's protected. We have life rings all the way along the coast, so if someone gets in trouble, you can either throw it to them, or if you're a strong swimmer, send it out yourself. Yes, we're in Australia. Sheila, Susie, yes, it is picture perfect. Just the wind's not perfect at the moment. So I'll look back out to the north again. You can see how wild and woolly that looks out there. And the size of the waves breaking over the rock. The rock barriers protecting the inland or the inside lagoon. But yeah, it's beautiful. You keep looking that way, I'll see if I can see any humpbacks, because the humpbacks are on their migration north. Let's just turn around, look for pearls. Yes, I think the only pearl out there will be the black pearl with Johnny Depp. Mohammed, how are you? Jose, welcome. We've got some birds out there trying to... Hello Joseph, how are you? Good to see you again. Must be nearly midnight over in your area. You were up watching my 7 o'clock live stream this morning. So thank you for viewing, tuning back in. Okay Leah, good night. Have a good night and a good day at work tomorrow if you're off to work tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Okay, what I might do, we might go just down for a walk around there, so stay tuned. Hopefully I don't slip down this rock face. Okay, we're going to go back down the stairs. Have to sleep sometimes, Joseph. Thank you for joining. Okay, the wind's now blowing over me. So how's that view? No. Yeah, Jose, it's not cold here all year round. It's actually the middle of winter here. And it's just the wind chill that's cold today. If it wasn't for the wind chill, I'll be standing here in a pair of board shorts. Whistle away, it's so flake on. So mate, this is the beautiful Australian coastline of the north coast of New South Wales. I'm out of the wind. Alright, can you hear me now guys? I've just got out of the wind. Thank you Whistler Wade. Alright, I'm out of the wind. So that is a Norfolk pine right in front of us. That comes from the Norfolk Islands, just east of Newcastle. It's a couple of 100 kilometres offshore, and that's where the Norfolk and Lord Howe is where the what are they called? The first settlers went out there. They were the real bad prisoners, had to go out to that island to to keep them away from the not so bad prisoners. There we go, we're right out of the sun now. Yes, the huntsman. So the huntsman can grow with its legs out to a small dinner plate, easy as big as your hand. But they don't bother you. The huntsman only comes into your house at night time, when it's going to rain. So even if they do come into your house, they never bother you. They never interfere with you. They'll just sit on the wall, wait for the rain to pass, and then head back outside. They're actually quite a nice spider. Around my place we also have the black widow, or we call them redbacks. Also, yeah, the redbacks, they don't bother you either. I've got probably 4 or 5 big females just living in my shed out the back. They won't bother you at all. They just sit there and they're actually just doing a job, just catching moths, mosquitoes, and it just shows you have a strong ecosystem if you have them. But yeah, the huntsman, yeah, they can easily grow as big as your hand. I was at work one day and a huntsman was on this bit of steel and I was trying to get it off, and I was trying to blow on it to make it run away, and then it actually come and jumped on me and jumped on my face. So that was pretty scary. But it just wanted to get off me as quickly as I wanted it to get off. Now, this is not England, this is the north coast of New South Wales, Australia. Let me just, oh, these rocks are sharp. Okay. Yeah, there's heaps of fish. So this structure just here, that is for when the fishermen come in, they can clean all their fish. And that structure up there with the yellow hose, that's where the fishermen clean their boats and flush their motors. So there's a boat ramp down there about 200 metres. They can go straight out through the lagoon there and out to sea. But you would be not very happy if you're out in that water today. It is rough as guts. Unless you're in a yacht, then you'd be having a great time. Put your spinnaker up and your genoa and off you go. Unless you're going south, then there'd be a shit fight. Helen, yes. Yeah, sometimes they jump, but most of the times they're just trying to get out of the rain. You know, when you get a huntsman in your house, there's rain coming, so it's actually a good way to tell when we've got rain coming, without having to go on bomb or without having to wait for the weatherman to tell you. Just look for the animals. When the ants all start crawling through the house, looking for higher ground, and the huntsman comes in, you know there's rain on the way. Very smart animals. So your I can't see your name properly, mate, but you don't have big spiders in England. What sort of spiders do you have? I know you have black adders, because I've seen the series with Rowan Atkinson. What a legend. The time is 2 o'clock, 1 minute past 2. The tsunami didn't come down this far. It happened the earthquake was in Russia. So Japan got hit, Alaska, all the areas that were close. But for the tsunami to get right down here on the east coast of Australia, you'd have to go past Japan, down through the Indonesian archipelago, and then past Darwin, around the corner, through New Guinea, and down to us. So no, if we have some sort of disturbance over in the South Americas or the Americas, on the Pacific side, then we'll get a tsunami over here. But by the time it gets to us, it's usually not much, 1 to 2 foot just pushing through. Yeah, our spiders bite too, but if you leave them alone. If you're in Sydney, we have what's actually called the Sydney funnel web spider. That spider is actually deadly, and I think it's the most deadliest spider in the world. They actually live in the ground, and so if you see a web going into the ground in the shape of a funnel, you know that's a funnel web spider, hence the name. Oh, you can see the wind blowing now, and now I'm getting sand in the face, so this wind is really picking up and wrapping around this headland. I'm just going to move a bit, guys. So when I was in the Air Force, we were out on bivouac one night, and we were up all night because we were scared we were going to get a funnel web on us, so nobody slept that night. It wasn't a very comfortable night. And the Aggies, Air Force Defence Guards, just laughed at us. They said, just don't be on the ground, boys, and they won't bother you. Okay, we'll find these pandanus. Okay. Oh, that's better. Yes, there's rock fishing. So at the moment it's blowing way too hard. But around the corner there, and those rocks just out the front, and on the low tide, the fishermen head all out on these rocks. They've been catching a lot of snapper and a lot of tailor. So I'll just show you what someone caught and filleted the snapper. This is a big knobby snapper. You can tell by the big knob on its head. Not trying to be rude. So that's the big knob. That's how they get the term knobby. There's people up there. Looks like they've either been diving or surfing. They've got their wetsuits on, drying, but they've been diving on flippers or fins. I'm just going to make my way back here. It's not very pleasant out this afternoon. My daughter has the right idea. She stayed in the room and is reading her Kindle. How long are we going? Wanda, we are right Brooms Head on the north coast of New South Wales, Australia. And if you're looking on Google Maps, that headland down there, that's Angourie and Yamba. So if you look for Yamba, look slightly south, maybe 15-20 kilometres south of Yamba, you'll find Angourie. Brooms Head, where I am. And just to the west of us is another, it's the Scottish town of Australia. It's called Maclean. So if you go to Maclean, it's got all tartan everywhere. It's quite nice. It's buffering. Sorry guys, no buffer here. Oh. Well, I've got 3 bars of 5G, so it might be at your end, Mr. Pandaranga. We look out to sea, we can see this. Yes, it is pretty water. We've got storm clouds moving in. It's supposed to rain and storm this afternoon, and then for the next couple of days it's supposed to be, it's fine. Thank you, Janet. So we'll go down and have a look at the water, eh? I'm going to suck it up. You mightn't be able to hear me, but I'll suck it up and take you down here. So you can see the wind on the water and the tide's going out. See all the water rushing out there. Good crystal clear, and Florida. Must be nice and warm over there in Florida at the moment. It should be down the beach. Wanda. Ooh, this wind really is blowing straight through me. In Australia, we call this a lazy wind. It won't go around you. The wind blows straight through. Oh, I'm moving back. Stand by. So these trees I'm hiding behind are called pandanus. The Aboriginals used to call them breadfruit, and that nut there, they used to make bread out of that nut. I see there's none on the ground, but there's heaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, and you got some up high. So that's all the breadfruit. I've never eaten that bread, but I'm sure it'll be quite delicious. Raining over there. Oh, sorry, he passed away, mate. That's not good. I hope he wasn't too young. So this used to be a boat ramp here, but it's been closed down now because there's really no way of getting out there. Gabrielle, hello to Brazil. How are you, Gabrielle? This is all the seaweed. Here's all the birds again, trying to hide from the breeze. I'll go up so I don't disturb them. Let them sit still, keep out of the wind. Ow, these rocks are sharp and uncomfortable. This morning I was out there. If you check out this morning's live stream, I actually saved a fish. A little fish was caught in the rock pool, and he had about half an inch of water. So I was able to flip him out into the larger rock pool. He was very grateful. You'll see it's a bit cloudy weather here. 25, that's not good at all. Yes, life can be cruel sometimes. Let's just have a sit on this rock. It looks like quite comfy. What time? It's 10 past 2 in the afternoon here. 14:10 actually. Yes, the sky is clear here. That's a storm brewing out there. And it's supposed to storm tonight and for the next couple of days. Catch some fish. I don't actually fish in New South Wales. They brought out that you have to buy a licence to fish here, so I'm protesting and not buying a licence. As if the government doesn't get enough money out of us already without us having to pay just to have a fish. So you can fish for free in Queensland. From where I live, that's 4 kilometres north of me. So I just don't fish anymore now. Yes, we are very friendly, especially if you get away from the towns a little bit. The major cities. Major cities, they don't seem to talk as much and it's not as friendly. But if you come to a small coastal town like this, everybody's friendly. Everybody gives you the time of day, sit down and have a talk with you, or as we call it, have a yarn. Let's make our way back to the steps. I'll go back up halfway. This wind is quite atrocious. So you can see all their stuff drying there. I don't know where they were diving. Yes, I am from Australia. I'm from, it's called Fingal. which is right on the border of Queensland and New South Wales, just on the south side of the Tweed River. So if you have a look on Google Maps, you'll see where I'm from. Good to see. Where was he from? In Australia. Well guys, because of this wind, I'm having trouble getting anywhere. So is there anything that anybody would definitely like to see? Want me to go back up on the headland, back down to the rock pools? I just need to try and stay out of the wind so you can hear what I'm saying. Beast hunter, no. You might be standing on your head, mate. My phone's up the right way. Hello Terry from Hawaii, good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Oh, you're from India. Terry, how did you guys go with the tsunami coming from Russia? I heard the Pacific Islands were going to cop a little bit of a hiding. Hello Damon, how are you? Mr. Padarango, very good, from India. Good to see everybody. What I might do, go up and I'll come down on the grassed area. But there's still a lot of, from Melbourne. Yes, that would be cold down there. My brother's living down in Melbourne. And I was going to go down and visit him, and he said, don't come down, it is freezing here. He'll come up while I'm on holidays. So he's going to come up, and then we're going to head off to a place called Harrington. So I'll be doing a couple of live streams from Harrington very shortly in the next 2 weeks. Tomorrow I'll be back at Fingleheads, or the far north coast of New South Wales. Beast hunter. I live in the upper part of the islands. So did the North Shore anything copper? Did the tsunami hit Australia? Well, not the east coast. I don't know if it hit on the west coast. No, we haven't been up to Redcliffe, which is straight up there beside to the side of the Norfolk Pine. The wind is too strong. It'd be straight in your face, but we have had a couple of kangaroos around here just jumping through this paddock, because this is all national park here, so we have a lot of kangaroo. You can see all their poo on the ground, so they're probably hiding in the bush, and then when everybody's having a beer this afternoon, they'll come out and just nibble on all the grass. But no, Joseph, I didn't go up there. Janet, hi to J&J. Alright, way too windy. Stand by. Alright, if anybody's interested, well, like any capital city, it's they're friendly, but when you see them, and I'm from the country here, or far north coast of New South Wales, we stop and say hello to everybody. Ooh, look at that, the sun's just going behind these clouds. They don't seem to have the same time of day to say hello or stop and have a talk, because they're in the city and they are heading to work, so they don't seem to be as friendly. Well, to me anyway, because I walk along and I can just say hello to everybody. just have a talk for a couple of minutes and keep moving on. But my brother lives on Ocean Grove, which is the south of Melbourne, and down there it's a coastal town, so it's a lot like here, a lot friendlier. So we're walking through the caravan park now, so you can see all this stuff here. That's where all the caravans and tents were for the school holidays. So now they're trying to put turf down and block it off so nobody goes in there. Just to try and upgrade the area. It looks like they've got concrete blocks or sandstone blocks, so maybe they don't want people camping on that side anymore. Thank you, Janet. I try to be cool, try to be nice, and thank you for saying. Alright, there's some people there setting up their roof tent. I say they could be in for a cold night. That's why you bring your partner with you, so you got someone to snuggle up with. So you can see how much all the grass has gone here from where all the caravans have been for the last couple of months. I'd say basically since Christmas. They've laid some turf down, but then they must have just tried to reseed this area here. Well, thank you, Janet. Thank you for saying so. And glad you've been hanging around. If you want to see my other content, everybody, it's all up on YouTube on live. So if you've got nothing to do, have a look at that. I've been all around the far north coast of New South Wales. I've been to Sydney, so I've got some really good content there. Done a walk the other day along Coogin Creek. Okay, so that there is kangaroo poo, so we know we've had kangaroos around here. I should have been a tracker. There's kangaroo poo here everywhere. So there's not even anybody at the little kiosk down here. That's how windy and uncomfortable it is here. And except for those two people setting up their roof tent, I think I'm the only person out in this wind. So all these rocks here, they're all new. We had a cyclone in February and it washed away the whole east coast of Australia. So the council here at Maclean has brought in all these rocks to try and stabilise the foreshore. And that goes all the way down, all the way, and right down around the corner where they tried to stabilise it. I don't know if you can see, you've got the dip, just to the left of the dip, you can see all the erosion on the sand dunes down the front there. So guys, well, I've got everybody. I might shut the live stream down shortly because it's not comfortable. But while you're here, if everybody could please consider subscribing if you like what you see. I do 3 to 4 live streams a week. Mr. Panoramic, I'm sorry, mate. Am I talking too fast? And you are very lucky to sound Aussie when you're a POM or English, British. I was saying, if you can consider subscribing, guys, that would really help my channel. I do 3 to 4 live streams a week, but I'm on holidays at the moment, so I'm trying to do one every day. This will be my 3rd one I've done today. I did 2 this morning. And it's good to use Mate a lot. And being Aussie, if you forget someone's name, you just go, "Oh mate, how's it going, mate? Haven't seen you for ages." And then it gives you a couple of minutes to try and work out where you know him from and what his name is or her name is. All right, guys, this is where I'm going to leave you. Again, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.